Today I have Heilung and Anoana. Heilung is a German word, and I'm going to get straight into this because there's no translation of lyrics. All you're going to see today is the wonderful video from their new album Drif, and I'll give you a bit of bio about Drif, what it means, some of the songs beforehand, and then after the video I'll give you more about the group and more about the album and more about the song, simply because the way that this group delivers is on the music, and the powerful images you are about to see in this video is extraordinarily powerful. So do sit, do enjoy. They have just had the most successful 2022 year going into 2023 with a world tour, sellout, they're critically acclaimed. Heilung means healing in the German language and also describes the core of the band's sound. The listener is supposed to be left at ease and in a relaxed state after a magical musical journey that is at times turbulent, which you will see in this video. Heilung reached far back in time to the Northern European Iron Age and Viking period to create their sound experience. The band utilizes many means in their songs, from running water, human bones, reconstructed swords and shields, to ancient framed drums as well as bronze rings. It's difficult to categorize a band that uses such a variety of influences, traditions and instruments to create the immersed landscapes. Thus, the band has described their own music as amplified history to benefit their sounds. When Heilung self-released Anoana in 2015, the Danish band could hardly have anticipated the breakthrough success of their debut album. Spectacular live shows, strong critical acclaim, trust me, all over the world. They absolutely adore this group. I'm so thrilled to finally bring them onto my channel in 2023 because of a massive underground buzz that they have with the following, encouraging me to do so. So they're here for you. I do make a promise and I do keep my promises to the fans that have requested this particular song and for me to react to it. Added to the constantly high demand for this full length are the reason why their new label, Season of Myths, did not hesitate to reissue Anoana in several collector's edition formats. Heilung's live album, Lifa 2017, was released in parallel. The visionary three-piece continued gathering praise with their latest full-length fulfil album in 2019, which debuted at number 3 on the Billboard Heatseeker charts and 4th on the Billboard World Music charts in the United States. Think about that. World domination this group has, and a respect, as you're going to see when you see the video and the images that unfold before you. For the single Norfu, a music video was filmed in Neolithic standing stones in Les Meneries de Montagnef in France, which can be viewed on YouTube, so do check that out. The band's music has been widely used in pop culture and transcends the traditional genre boundaries in music. Not only leading television broadcaster HBO used their music in the trailer for the hit series Game of Thrones, Heilung's sounds can also be heard in the series like The Vikings and Ragnarok on Netflix. Furthermore, the group has been collaborating with game studios for soundtracks of several mainstream video games. In 2020, gaming company Ninja Theory and Heilung started to work on the soundtrack for the upcoming game, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. The announcement trailer for the new game features Heilung's song in Imagine, which is taken from their debut album Anoana. Later, Heilung was invited to join another video collaboration with My Games and Booming Tech for their new season of the Conqueror's Blade video game, Walls of Ragnarok. The trailer for the game, featuring the track Galgner, can be found on YouTube as well. Heilung will also see their name being eternalized in one of the new combat map locations, which is now officially called Heilung Ford, and serves as a place for healing. While the world came to stop during the pandemic, the three-piece retreated in the studio to rewrite and re-record their brand new album that's been released, Drif. In the band's fashion, they sought for forgotten songs, made ruffling leaves into instruments, and wrote lyrics spreading messages of love for each other and respect for nature. That's what this band is all about, as you will see. They delve into the mysterious past of our forefathers, of mystic stories we've been told. They bring fantasy to life in their music, and what they teach, and this is very, very important, is about eternal life. And I get that from the images of this new single from their album Drif, Anoana. It's powerful. I can't wait to see this video. It's the first time I've seen it. And Heilung's most immersive and successful work to date could be Drif, in my opinion. And I'll explain everything about Drif after you've seen this powerful, powerful video. What they say about Drif, the album. Drif, the name of the album, means gathering, a throng of people, a horde, a crowd, a pack. In symbolism with the album titled Drif consists of a flock, a collection, a gathering of a collage of songs that, much like flames, were seeking towards each other to join, to bond, to create and be greater together. This album has very clearly dictated its own path. Our attempts to tame it was fruitless. In other words, to try and bring down what they've done and simplify it, it's just a waste of time, because there's so many interactive levels. You can't break up what Heilung does to their music and their albums. They just incorporate so many levels that, as you will see in the video, that you will just be left speechless. Trust me, you're going to enjoy this. So their creative flow surged forward in this album with immense force, as you will see in this first song taken from the album. All the songs of Drif have their own stories. They each have their own place and sense of belonging, with inspiration not only from Northern Europe, but from the ancient great civilizations. Keep that in mind. That's what Drif, the album, is about. Anoana, I'll explain straight after, along with a development of what the album is about. And trust me, I think after this video, you'll be a Heilung fan. And Heilung is healing in German. They're Danish, they're exciting, and they're on my channel at last. And I can't wait to see this. Let's enjoy. And after, I just give you a bio about the album, because there's no lyrics to give you. So I'm looking forward to giving you a little bit more just about the album. Take it away, Heilung and Anoana. Well, everybody, that was the first single taken from Drif by Heilung, and it's called Anoana. Amazing, cinematic, epic. I can understand now why they're so involved with video games, because they're epic, they're cinematic, they're 3D, they're so lifelike now, video games, and their music, I can understand it. It's fallen into place. Heilung, thank you for being part of my 2023 journey into the music from all around the world. I've been extremely busy already bringing on underrated, unknown artists onto my channel, onto what I call Europop, even though I wouldn't associate Heilung with pop. No, I wouldn't. It would be more ancient music, world music. I know that. But at the same time, my channel is about different genres. And because video games have almost like a commercial element to them, pop is commercial. So it kind of slips in. But no disrespect, I would never ever say Heilung's music Anoana is anything like pop, but isn't it epic? Isn't it just wonderful to have a musical break from all the genres I do to see something as beautifully powerful as that? Absolutely wonderful. I'm going to finish now with, and I want to give a shout out to this was my, just before the video I had written out the research by Abstract Soul, and their website will be ghostcultmag.com. So that will be just, their link will just be there. So thank you for that. And also, this next one is by Andy Julia, and it's taken from, and it's just to give people a shout out for their hard work, the Rock News Blues Reviews. So this is where I got this piece from, which is really, really interesting. Since their inception in 2015, the enigmatic ritual collective Heilung has been paving melodic paths to the passage of their unique and mystifying sound. And that was, don't you agree? Evading all conventional genre tags. Trust me, I didn't know what genre to put you in, and the confines of any specific labels. So the group aptly self-describes their sound as amplified history, emphasizing their ability to connect modern society with the rudiments of humanity's beginnings through music. So think about that. Anoana reflects the beginnings of almost not mankind's, but of culture, of beliefs, of nature with the human race. So when you connect that on all in personal and spiritual levels and soulful levels, their music really is soulful. It really is, and it's bringing all the mystic things that we read in books to life. It's amazing. Now, about the album Drif, all the songs in Drif have their own stories, as I mentioned before. As Heilung throat singer and one of the band's three composers, Kai. I'm just going to summarize the names. Kai. Each has its place and sense of belonging, with inspiration not only from Northern Europe, but from ancient great civilizations, explains the band. We took the ancient surrounding advanced civilizations into account because our ancestral Nordic civilizations did not just pop up, exist, and disappear in isolation. Already in the Bronze Age, we found silk on German land that was imported already from the far east 3,000 years ago. From the Viking Age, we found beads that were brought there from present-day Syria, high up in the northern mountains. Centrally important concepts still in extensive use today, like the number zero and all the mathematical universities deriving from it, the use of iron and all the general concept of settling all originated from traditional high civilizations outside the north and still fundamentally changing our ancestors' world. With singing these primal songs, we wanted to give tribute to the cultures, reconnect to the beginnings, and remember that we all, from east to west, from past to present, are connected through the exchange of ideas and inspiring each other. Meaning gathering, Drif serves as more than merely a gateway that bridges history with modern day society, but also a statement of the strength in unity and togetherness, which will come as no surprise to those who have experienced Heilung's live rituals, in which every ceremony starts with a reminder that we were all brothers. I did notice that in some of your live concerts, Heilung, and I have to say, I'm getting to understand through this research now what it means. That you do say that, and drift means gathering, a throng of people, a horde, a crowd, a pack. In symbolism with the album title, Drift consists of a flock, a collection, a gathering, a collage of songs as mentioned before, like flames seeking towards each other to join, to bond, to create and be greater together. While Heilung features authentic and archaic instrumentation that ranges from rattles and ritual bells to human bones and throat singing, the captivating brand of music is far from primitive. Producer and founding member Christopher Jewell implements subtle electronic elements that elevates the musical atmosphere and provides a more in-depth and layered soundscape, which is what I've said before. This album is clearly very distinctive in its own path, and our attempts to tame it were repeatedly fruitless, they say, and once we came to the realization, the creative flow surged forward the immense force, so much so that sometimes it felt like songs wrote themselves. Heilung's success has been unprecedented, achieving milestones in a few short years of existence that many do not see in a lifetime. I can see why, just from that one song, Anoana. Heilung tracked across Europe and brought their mystifying experience to new audiences, which you will do during 2023 to my audience that follow me. And Heilung announced the first American tour, which was way back in 2020 to great success, 2022, great success. And their music has risen far from the underground and it's transcended into a greater world. It has. It's crossed over even into the pop world where, as I said, epic music, game music is commercial. So it slips into that category. And to bring it to life on my channel is a pleasure. Heilung's, it's only album number 3. They have 3 albums, and this is album number 3, Drif. Now, according to Greek philosopher, 3 is a divine number, signifying harmony, wisdom, and understanding. He also believed it to be the number of time, past, present, future, birth, life, death, beginning, as we saw in the video. Birth, life. And at the end, was it death? Who knows? And Drif embodies the philosophy putting forth the divine work of arts together, the beginning of civilization with the modern world today. I'm finishing by saying, make no mistake, Heilung does not represent any modern political or religious ideology, remember that, but they deliver a humbling reminder of where we came from. Remember, we are all brothers, all people, beast, tree, stone, water, wind. We all descend from one great being that always was there, before people lived and named it, before the first seed sprouted. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed my review of Heilung's album Drift, Anoana the single, and the video itself. They'll be back. Take care for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you want, subscribe for more of me introducing Heilung to you. Take care.